The Sean Diddy Combs trial is continuing in New York, but before I get into recapping what transpired over the last week, I want to talk about the response to the coverage of this trial that I've been seeing. I'm Eliza Orlins, career public defender for 15 years in Manhattan. And about a week and a half ago, I posted what this trial was going to entail, a little bit about the allegations, and why this trial was such a big deal. The comments were fascinating. Some were, why should we care about this? There's so much that matters, so much more. Let the jury do its job. And ones like this. Also, no one gives a rat's ass about the Diddy trial. Spend your time on something serious. And without identifying those individuals by name, I just want to make note that those two comments were from men. Then a woman commented and said, interesting to me that all the commenters here that find this useless, unworthy of reporting, who cares, etc., are all men. Women are not finding this unimportant junk culture or a waste of time to pay attention to the justice system, taking note of sexual violence and abuse. I also note that a lackadaisical and dismissive attitude about rapists and sexual abusers was a factor that brought us a rapist and multi-felon as president. Thank you for a straightforward discussion of the basis for this trial, Ms. Orlins. I am disappointed that some men are bored and dismissive of crimes against women and others by powerful, rich men. Now, I highlight those comments because I think she's right. It's important. And the reason why this matters is because a woman took the stand in a court in front of media, in front of spectators, in front of a jury making a decision, and in front of a person who she says abused her for a decade and testified about being trafficked, about being assaulted, about being abused, and about being forced into sex acts while someone was filming. She described being punched, choked, kicked, and drugged over a decade-long cycle of abuse. And others who testified corroborated her testimony, showed photographs that they had taken, including her own mother, who took photographs of her daughter's injuries and testified about having been basically extorted for $20,000 where she had to take out a home equity loan. And there was plenty of other testimony, which I'm happy to go into if folks are interested. But I thought it was important to highlight why this shouldn't be trivialized, why this is something that deserves our attention. Because this isn't celebrity gossip. This is a trial where very serious allegations are at play. And part of the dismissiveness you're seeing, well, that can be violence in and of itself. That is what leads to a culture where these types of things are treated in a dismissive way. It's how abuse gets minimized. It's how predators stay protected. And it's how we ended up with a multi-felon and person who was found liable for sexual abuse as our president. So no, I'm not going to stop talking about this. And the real question isn't, why does this matter? It's, why are you working so hard to pretend that it doesn't? Make sure you're following me for more and leave questions in the comments if you have them. Thanks for being here.